Okay.
But I feel like, you can keep working on it and it should keep getting better. Usually after a step, I'm like really rewarding about it. Like, you did it, you did a step. So,
Okay. He looks good.
yeah, he's really been like great to get great to work with. Um, Good. Why do you keep having? And again, I'm not so sure what that's, if it's just him like hating it or
Yeah.
if there's something.
Stiffness or something else.
Yeah, like, I wondered, I don't feel like there's nothing about him that makes me feel like he needs to be adjusted necessarily. But
Okay.
I do wonder if, like, over his back, if the lateral work, like, if it's just him not liking it or if something is, like, but I mean, he can definitely do it. It's just kind of not his favorite thing.
Yeah, even at the walk, his stride looks much more open.
Yeah, I found that, like, the lighter I got into my hand,
Mm-hmm.
the better that got a little bit. Like, because when you drop him off, you're talking about your trainer, 20 behind and be more engaged.
Yeah.
Heading the half steps, I definitely felt that. Like, the more that I could get him, like, up and light in front and back on his hind end, the better it got better. All right, let's try some leg work. Right now they're a little bit sporadic sometimes. Like, either he doesn't,
But he's crossing, like, even that one step where he crossed over, it's much better than I was getting. So,
okay, good. Yeah, I think he's getting it. It's just, and he's still like right there. Must get a little tense through his, little bones a bit. But I feel like the other thing that's really helped him is if you're doing a leg yoke to the left like that,
mm-hmm.
really putting weight in your left stirrup.
Okay.
For some reason, he seems to really appreciate that. Like that helps him understand. And I've been keeping them short too. I haven't really done the center line good boy, to the rail yet. I'm just so borderline the rail. I just tried to make it, like I said, as pleasant as possible. And in his trot, I feel like he has some moments sometimes where he wants to get quick.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, I've just been, make sure you just lock the half up to say, stay light, stay, don't run at the trot, just rebalance. try kind of the same thing with the leg yoke.
Okay.
I've been very, you know, like that. He needs more crossover, but I felt like he was a little bit happier about going into an outside range. So. It's definitely sneakier going into the right grade once again. Like,
yeah.
So with that, there's this thing called a leg yoke staircase.
Okay.
Have you ever done that exercise?
Nope.
What you do is like you can come down the center line or the quarter line, probably the center line for this. And what you do is you take 4 steps of leg yoke.
Okay.
You go straight for like 4 strides, and then 4 steps again.
Okay.
So that you're like over forward straight, over forward straight. And
Okay.
that seems to have helped him a little bit too.
Okay.
Going into that. I really like. I feel like it's much better to the right now.
Huh.
For his softness with him.
Okay.
Which is probably it was better to the left, wasn't it?
Well, see, he goes. I feel he's better to the right at the canter, but other people think. But I'm also that's my good side. So.
Yeah, no, going to the right, I feel like he's like right now he's much softer for his top line.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas to the left, he's a little bit tense.
Okay.
So in that, it's probably getting a bigger step for him. I've done lots and lots of walk canter transitions. An exercise where you come on like a 15 or 10 meter circle, you walk to canter. When you walk, immediately you turn on the haunches, pick up your canter again in the other direction.
Oh wow.
Because that really puts them, back on there.
Will you show me how to do that? Okay.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and start with that actually. So that's helped. And then basically, try to canter transitions. I'm just trying to put him more on his hind end so that he'll because I've found the canter he wants to be a little bit heavy in the front again.
Yes.
So it's definitely been and his canter step is a little bit small sometimes. I feel like when you're riding, it's a little awkward. You're trying to push him out of it. But
Mm-hmm.
he can definitely that will get better.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Somebody's really gotten after him about the walking. When you do this, he's like,
really?
Yeah, like somebody's obviously
yeah. Mm-hmm.
boxed him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your circles somewhere, and then go ahead, come back to the that one. So come back to the walk.
Okay.
And then just go ahead and it's not a perfect turn on the haunches. It's okay, but start your turn on the haunches. And then in this direction, go ahead and pick up the canter again. And back to the walk. And through this, I really try to keep him as soft as I can, which is a bit of a struggle right now.
Yeah, his walk to canter is definitely better than it was, though.
That's good, yeah.
He's always like this down there.
He's always like, what?
That at my barn too. He's like,
The door down there every once in a while, this is just fine.
yeah, we have the same problem at home.
Okay, so the essential, like, that's basically all that exercise is. It's just what I showed you.
Yeah.
Literally, you can do a 20-meter circle if it's easier.
Okay.
And just, you work on your canter to walk, and the turn on the haunches, and it really helps. The other thing that I did some with him, which I found that he was a little bit like he needs to get a little bit more balance in it still, was like in first little test 3, like that movement in canter where you make the loop from like MX to F.
Yes.
That seems to put him a little bit like when you make that loop, it puts him more on both reins like evenly.
Yeah.
But as you're doing it, you really have to like a lot of leg and a lot of half hop to say, you can do this.
Yep. He gets timid for sure.
Yeah, he does. I almost feel like he's like not sure that he can do it.
Yeah.
Like, can I do this? Yeah, yes, you can do it.
I was working on counter canter with him, like I guess about a year ago, and it was just like he was so nervous about the idea of counter cantering. He's just like, are my feet gonna land in the right spot? It was just like.
I mean, generally though, like all of this, like his canter, I feel like it's gotten somewhat better. He just needs to be like the more suppling exercises you can do, the better.
Okay.
Like the walk trotting canter. And that, like, mainly what I've done is I've sometimes, like in the beginning, I really like, I did this even at the halt. I would take, like this inside hand and just take it out and like a little bit back toward my knee to help him, like go to the left, go to the right, and then the walk trotting canter too.
Okay.
So do some
overbending.
Okay. And then give, and then that way, because on the right you'll feel like he's a little bit.
And then what are you doing with your inside leg? Well,
you push, like think about as you do the overbending, push him with your inside leg and your outside leg.
Okay.
So that when you go forward too,
instead of, I guess I have a tendency to overgrasp with the inside rein, which is probably why he doesn't go on the outside rein nearly as nicely. So okay, so it's inside.
Like basically, I'll walk.
Okay.
What you're gonna do? We'll try it so they use your direction first. Basically, like you just be walking here.
Yep.
And you keep, like you keep everything pretty normal. You keep your outside rein. And then with this inside hand, you would just ask him to start overbending. Just like that. And then you keep your inside leg on. You also keep your outside rein. If it doesn't step the leg, you'll that's fine too. So that you basically, when you walk forward, you still have your outside rein. So
okay.
You, like, improve that connection. And generally, like he's gotten pretty good about it. And I just do it for a stride or two, and then give back. And
okay.
Back out my outside rein. Like
there you go. Yeah. Okay.
So that's all it is, and I found that really, when he gets a little bit locked, like in his jaw from left to right, that seems to really help. And as long as you're not like, want to be careful not to keep your hand this way. As long as it's kind of out, and you're not really pulling back so much, it's just out.
Okay.
The other thing I found in the beginning, he was very like, when I did that, I can. You kind of take your inside ring finger.
Okay.
You just do this on the reins. It keeps him from like breaking against the bit.
Okay.
So he feels that. He's like, oh, okay. It's like, yeah, this direction is definitely much harder. And then he's right there. And then you can kind of put your inside leg on more, and you have some inside flexion there.
Okay.
Yeah. In this direction, I find it, like personally for me too, I'm very right-sided. So I feel like he does want you to hold on to the right. So
yeah.
It's very like.
It's hard to let go.
Yeah, and I actually, what I think about is like, riding right now.
When
he tries to talk me into that, I kind of think about pushing my inside hand forward.
Okay.
And that kind of, just think about your outside rein, and like, again, walking on the 2-meter circles really helps. Because that helps you like feel the outside and put him on that rein more. But yeah, I think that's most of what we've done. It's just, I did work on some transitions within the gait. I feel like he gets a little bit tense in the canter.
Yeah.
He's like, oh. But I think exercises for that. It's just like on the 20-meter circle, forward and back, soft and supple. But in general, that's what he's been working on.
Oh, good. He looks great. So
I'm glad that hopefully I was able to help.
Yeah.
When you get on, it'll be helpful.
Well, thank you. It's
Yeah.
just also been nice to know that, I don't have
Yeah.
a horse to worry about.
Yeah,
So,
I understand. And he's been, I mean, really, I think he'll be like, seriously, to do like first level. I mean, I'm sure he could eventually do even second level. Like, he's very cute. I mean,
okay.
the lateral work, he can do it. He just, like, he doesn't really,
Yeah.
like, I have a horse that in the beginning, like, he hated it too. Like, he's an off the track thoroughbred. He just hated it. Like, we started, leg yielding was a struggle, shoulder riding was a struggle. I mean, like, he would, like, fuss. Like, one day I was working on Honka's end and he got so mad that he squealed at me. He was just like, and I'm like, you have to do it. I'm sorry, like you have to. So like, he got over it. Now he does it. So I think you just need to like stay very like
Consistent and
consistent, patient,
patient.
like make it as fun as it can be for him, which is hard.
Yeah, because it's not fun.
No. And the other thing is you can kind of when you do your leg yields, go across the diagonal and think about leg yielding a little more on the diagonal.
Yeah, which is easier for everybody
Yeah.
involved.
So I
Cool.
think hopefully that helped, and I think he's really he's very so lucky because he's so willing. Like,
Yeah, and he is, and he has a good attitude, which is half the battle.
yeah, like I haven't had him ever get mad at me, like any pressure put on. He's just been like, I'm trying, like,
Hmm.
so he's been great.
Yeah, I feel guilty sometimes because I'm like, he's willing. I just need to like give him a break.
Well, it is, and it's hard though. Some
Hmm.
of this stuff is really like I find him at some points like he's got some difficult things to like ride through.
Right.
Like the tension, like you feel up here,
Hmm.
like the heaviness, like that's a really like that's pretty hard because you kind of want to hold too and make him softer. Sometimes you want to be like trying to soften
Yeah,
it
and
here.
it doesn't work with
Yeah,
him.
and you really have to like go in and like I found like again walk to trot transitions, lots of those trot to halt, like just things to get him up and like
Yeah, and those, I mean, even like downwards were really bad
Mhm.
for a while. So
Yeah, and I think hopefully that's gotten a little better too. Like hopefully, I just think about literally like hands forward, wrap my leg around him, and just pushing forward into that, like kind of like trying to get this alignment engaged.
back to front. Yep.
So yeah, and I think I think it'll be good though. I think we should be able to. I think he'd score pretty well. I mean, he's so cute.
Yeah,
He's a really cute
he's
guy. Yeah, I think he's gonna be good.
okay. Well, thank you so much for working with.